Hey everyone, Mark Hammer here with Hammer Group Realtors, EXP, and today we're going to talk about the newsletter I just wrote, Build Out or Bailout. The federal government with the provincial government have stepped in and said, okay, we're going to buy 2,200 unsold brand new condos from developers, and we're going to turn them into affordable low-income housing. I mean, it sounds good. Basically, the provincial government doesn't need to build housing because they'll just absorb this housing. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, a lot of these homes are $1,000,000+ homes. Is it practical for someone low-income housing to be in a $1,000,000+ home? What about all those other people in the building that bought these $1,000,000+ homes, worked hard, saved up all their money, and now these are turning into projects? That's something to think about. I like what the Ontario government has done. Ontario's had a far worse problem than BC. And instead of buying up existing product, Ontario is saying, okay, well, let's reduce the building fees. Let's get rid of the red tape. Let's make it more affordable for builders to build. They got rid of the HST. They're taking away the tax. It's more affordable for people to buy these brand new homes. I think if the government got rid of GST on brand new construction for a couple of years, that would make a huge difference for British Columbia. That's one of the biggest costs on buying a place. Recently, I've been selling a lot of new product and there's GST on it, 5%. If you're buying a half duplex on the east side of Vancouver for $1.7 million, it's a beautiful place, you're paying $85,000 in tax. We see this all the time, and people are trying to get around the tax. The tax has got to be paid, and it's going right to the federal government. Why doesn't the federal government say, okay, let's get rid of GST for 2 years? This was a tax that was only supposed to be in for a couple years. They never got rid of it. That tax alone on new product is killing the market. If the government really wants to stimulate the market and promote building, get rid of the red tape, get rid of the fees, put in infrastructures for builders, and get rid of the GST. Great. Another thing that we're seeing that's costing developers a lot of money is the time it takes to build. You buy a piece of land for a lot of money, and then you rezone it, or you wait to get permission to build on it, going back and forth with the city, paying all these development fees, and at the same time you're paying a mortgage on this property, all your profits getting eaten up. The cities, the province, they need to get rid of the bureaucracy and make it faster for people to build, and that would save money, and that will keep builders afloat. One of the things I've got a problem with is who gets the bailout. I work with builders, I've got sellers, and they wish they'd get bailed out, but it's only going to be a select few, and those are the friends of Gregor Robinson. Gregor Robinson is the housing minister. He was Vancouver's mayor. I remember a story about this guy as he had a townhouse on Point Grey Road, and at the time it was a busy section of the road. There was cars going through it. People would use that road to commute downtown, and he turned it into a bike lane, and that drastically reduced the traffic on the road to residents only, and value shot up. And guess what he did after? Sold his property after it went up. There's other stories like that, and there's some stories about Mark Carney. He has an investment fund that's been funding some of these builders. Are those the builders that are getting bailed out? We've got to question all this stuff. How does it affect the value of your home? And how's it going to affect buyers over the next 5 years? Young people, if the government steps in and buys product and just makes everything rentals, then the dream of home ownership will be gone. Young people won't be buying. I think that's a really important thing for young people to have, is a sense of ownership in a home. It gives people a dream. We want to keep that dream alive. We want a healthy market, and markets do correct, and that's okay. If government steps in, they'll never fully correct. People buy when it's affordable for them or when it's attainable for them. And so we got to make it attainable for them. And then the government's saying, well, the builders will go out of business and there won't be anybody to build stuff. Well, in the 90s, when I got into the business, builders went out of business. In the late 90s, there was a boom. People were building. We have to let the market recover on its own. That's what I'm worried about this bailout. I think it's great that there'll be less supply, but it's just a Band-Aid. What happens if other provinces say, hey, we want to get bailed out? Does all of Canada have to pay for these big developers? That's where I have a problem with it. Let's just talk about, is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? It's a fantastic time to buy right now. And I'm talking about buying for investment, buying for your family, buying to upgrade. There hasn't been a better time to buy than right now. Is it a good time to sell? And the answer is, if you've been holding on to a property and you want to sell it because you want to move on with your life, then it's a great time to sell. What is in demand right now? Believe it or not, we are seeing multiple offers. And what's in demand is turnkey family properties. So people are looking for, half duplexes on the east side. Young buyers are looking for new product. 3 bedrooms, a garage, it's all in demand. What's not in demand right now? Anything that's competing with rental properties, because people that are renting are not buying right now. They're not even thinking of buying. Why? Because there's no pressure on them. They're getting good deals on rentals. They've got money maybe in the stock market and they don't have to worry about prices going down because the market's up. Whenever the market's up, people never think it's going to go down. Do the opposite. It's a good time to buy right now. If you want information on the market or you want to look at the sales in your area, give me a call and I'd love to have a 5-minute conversation with you.